Well, they're domestic covert operatives for the NSA.
We're inspiring domestic terror.
Besides, it's so difficult to get domestics to come to the country
Well, if
nowadays.
you can't work as domestics, Negro families are going to starve.
Our domestic roots alone are worth more than twice Pan Am.
She finds herself having to grapple with domestic problems.
PETN, that's the base explosive used by domestic terrorists.
Take that. It's domestic deal. Pretty damn.
At least domestically.
Kill Christian Wolf, transfer all domestic accounts overseas.
Internationally and domestically. Case in point.
MBA from the same.
What are they doing here?
Well, they're domestic covert operatives for the NSA, up there as part of a new Get Tough on Terror camp.
They argued that al-Awlaki's speeches were inspiring domestic terrorists. There were a lot of words.
It's a very interesting way of looking at it. Besides, it's so difficult to get domestics to come to the country nowadays.
Well, she needn't have dropped the platter and insulted my friend.
Fire. White families afraid to have us in their home. Well, if we can't work as domestics, Negro families are going to starve. And this is a hell of a time to lose half of our staff.
It is one of the most significant examples of modern domestic architecture in the world.
A table that mimics the one outside.
Where's... Besides, you couldn't afford her anyway. Our domestic roots alone are worth more than twice Pan Am.
Well, considering our stock is trading at 3...
Houses, flats, and furnished rooms. She finds herself having to grapple with domestic problems in Bermuda, Malta, or Weymouth.
Thank you.
Rampart unit, domestic violence restraining order violation. Suspect last seen on foot on 5th Street towards Virgil. Additional
Burns, traces of PETN on her face. PETN, that's the base explosive used by domestic terrorists. She also lost several fingers in what appeared to be...
Kiss me.
Take that. It's domestic deal. Pretty damn intense. He's always like that.
Jesus. Passion of the Christ, then me. At least domestically. We beat them overseas, where there's no such thing as religion.
Hello, Dreamboat.
Dana's in danger. Kill Christian Wolf, transfer all domestic accounts overseas.
Car and vehicle.
F-150.
Haven't we seen the result of such violations both internationally and domestically? Case in point would be Dave v. McDonough, docket number 04.
Donna Patrick O'Reilly, age 29, from Belfast. O'Reilly had one prior for a domestic abuse incident 3 years back. Did 2 months in Hyde Bank. We entered...
You have to... Please.
Gentlemen, please. He teaches domestic arts. So, what could she have posted?
Louise Gang. Should finally shut up.
I want to know every goddamn domestic policy decision right now, and I want it on the table right now. Okay?
Okay.
You got to it somehow. God damn it. Now there are domestic considerations as well.
Goldwater.
And picking mushrooms? Well, you wanted to come. You wanted to sample the delights of domestic bliss. In the chocolate box of life, you can't have your marzipan, Andy.
Respond to a domestic dispute at 4365 Whittier Boulevard. A husband and wife item.
10-4 Central.
A blue jeans and a blue jacket.
Do you remember what time it was?
We got called here on a domestic. By the time we got here, it was kidnapping. Ex-boyfriend.
His marriage ended when the police were called to his apartment for a domestic disturbance. His wife accused him of inappropriate...
Support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I've done that.
On a transatlantic flight?
Yeah, and a domestic flight. Yeah, regional, actually.
Like nighttime?
No, like daytime.
Emily French.
I was her housekeeper. I've no opinion of companions, poor feckless bodies, afraid to do a bit of honest domestic work.
Quite. What I meant was you were on friend.
I'm giving in my opinion. Unlike other people around here, I actually have an opinion.
Can we settle this domestic dispute later? Absolutely. What do you think he's captain?
Well, rounds, right? Jump in here at any point.
I don't mean to incite domestic strife here. I just,
Look, yeah, Amanda, it's all very safe. It's all, in fact, look.
Drinking-related problems, domestic abuse, bar fights, that sort of stuff. And people here, they come from all over. They come to live life.
In this case, it is a clue. English wax, French wax, domestic wax.
The inspector is right.
That keeping wildlife, an amphibious rodent for, domestic, within the city.
Who's got the felony DWI? Oh, you flinched. Possession of a controlled substance, domestic violence. That's you. You all right, honey?
What are the random myriad of...
Yes.
My name is Ruby. I'm a domestic. I've been in this class for 2 months.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi.
Jack Mandela, Washington. I'm a...
Domestic responsibilities. Yeah. You gotta take care of my daughter and those little...
Why don't you just fuck him then?
Look, mate, I don't want to get in the middle of some domestic, do I?
Oh, she's been on my case all day. Look, just ignore her. She might...
All right. But right now I'm working on a domestic maintenance column for the Jackson Journal.
Domestic troubles? Domestic troubles? Because, we don't want to interrupt, eh?
Before you contaminate my crime scene any more than you already have. CIA has no charter to operate domestically, which puts you in violation of federal law.
Hey, there's no reason to be nasty.
Oh, you think I'm being nasty?
Lieutenant is a young man whose life has been spent as a soldier. His generation has been denied the pleasures of domesticity.
We live in a period which makes great demands upon us.
Come on, Emery. I'm gonna need some help in the kitchen at dinner. You're elected. I'm always elected.
You're a natural born domestic, Emery.
Said the African queen. You come on, too. You can fan me.
Around here, my old lady, she'll kill me.
Ma'am, you gotta understand that this is a lot bigger than any domestic problems you might be experiencing.
Matt, what the hell?
Domestic violence was a cottage industry in Hell's Kitchen, yet there was no divorce and few separations.
A fat cat like you. In other financial news, stock markets rose both domestically and abroad today after the announcement of stronger than expected earnings by several.
I like this. I really like this. Feels very domestic, but good domestic. Maybe you guys could work.
Livera, mother in crisis.
Domestic duties beckon.
Domestic dispute in progress.
Distract themselves from their miserable lives. So I mocked up something like a domestic dispute and a home invasion. You know,
Look, I'm gonna stay on the domestic side, all right? I need you to check out the international, all right? Start with Amsterdam.
Keller Amendment, for example, guarantees government support of scrap iron price levels, foreign or domestic. We're doing everything we can to get it through quickly.
Well, say that you don't.
Trouble at home. Ooh, domestic problem.
Arrangement.
Another kind?
Uh-huh. Domestic. Will you marry me?
No, thank you.
Affirms that you will not divulge proprietary technology to any source, either foreign or domestic, and that you are not actively engaged in
withdrawal from the South. They had domestic concerns as well, which helps explain why they kept the bombing of Cambodia.
Firstly, like my opponents in this case, I've always believed it was a domestic issue for Austria, which should be settled.
Is this reasoned? Combined together against the enemy, for these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Let's then determine our proceeding.
Right.
Well, given the cesium came from North Africa, we don't think domestic's really in the picture.
The last time anyone tried to build a dirty bomb on you...
Failed the bar exam.
No kidding.
Ken Curry, domestic relations.
Mike Allen, wills and estates.
Nina.
Let's go and commune with the devil while I dance.
No politics, sir. Just a simple domestic matter, a wedding.
Any man who marries when he can be free is a fool.
And there's a message from the bartender. Does Miss Channing know that she ordered domestic gin by mistake?
The only thing I ordered by mistake is the guest.
Suicide bombers here in the U.S.
Hold on a sec. You had intel on the domestic attack and you didn't pass it on?
It was unsubstantiated.
Well, how could it be if you didn't share?
Establish justice. Ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense.
Queen takes night porn. Does the art of domestic horticulture mean anything to you?